with that, while being in office, I promise to make really big changes, okay? Bigger than me, you, and the thousands of big bags that was in that Popeyes line in 2019, okay? Very huge changes. Fixing the economy? Even better. Helping the abundance of people who are in need of affordable health insurance? Way better than that. Are you kidding me? We're banning TikTok. How exactly does great question? Because as you can see, what is the common factor between all of the issues that you guys just stated? The fact that y'all motherfuckers even know about it. So if you never see the initial problem at hand, then there's obviously no problem to exist. Meaning no see problem no exist. See, it's like driving a car. Are my brakes grinding and scraping against the ground every time I make a minor stop? No, because I turned my music up so I can't hear shit, meaning shit's not happening. For all I know, I'm the only bitch defying gravity. And how exactly does that make sense? Oh wow, nothing ever makes sense, but now that I'm standing up on this stand, you want to make sense of everything. You know, matter of fact, keep the theme song. Wait, you can't just... Hello and welcome to another episode of...
Breaking news overnight, the social media app TikTok going dark.
Americans Crash Out Warriors. A show where we get to firsthand see the slap of pure humbleness come across every American's face. A phenomenon experience that truly had us looking at ourselves in the mirror to see the inner demon that came out of us. And for no reason. For no damn reason. Have y'all ever spent so long looking for something that you really need and you swore that you just had it? So you just unlock this inner beast that just fucks up everything in the vicinity just for you to realize that the shit was right in front of your face the whole entire time. So now you're just sitting there staring at your reflection in the broken glass on the floor as you realize that you went X Games mode for no reason at all. Those are the feelings that I got when experiencing this historical humbleness of an event. Like guys, out of all the things I've seen people in this country crash out on, this has to be like one of the craziest crash outs, yet justifiable. And when I'm talking about crash out, I mean crash outs between the years of 2019 and now, when we endured people fighting each other over a greasy slob of meat, mystery sauce, and a pickle put between buns, to people crashing out over the shit that you use to wipe your ass. Like, this is really the decade of crash outs. And every year I feel like I learn how much people, well really Gen Z, are not to be fucked with. Like, this is the generation that will literally stand on top of a cop car, smash all the windows, light it on fire, but will sweat literal bullets when asking a waitress to fix something they got wrong on your order. Like, make it make sense. See, you can't. And that's why we shouldn't fuck with it. So if you're confused about what all the hubbub is going on in North America, well, let me explain it to you in the worst way that it could possibly be explained. So, flashback to 2020. When Trump woke up one day and said, TikTok, more like bitch block. And said, hey, reason XYZ, the Chinese government is stealing the Americans' user data that we should have been already stole before them. Psychological effects and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, let's ban this shit. Details, info. Trump, Biden agreed. The US came up to ByteDance and said, yo, sell that shit to me. And ByteDance said, no. And the US said, well, let's ban this shit. And at first everybody was like, no, you're not. And they didn't. Nothing happened. But then the second time, they said unless Trump can come in and press the emergency stop button, then bye-bye. And then everybody was like, Until the day before when everybody started breaking a sweat. And then it happened in a way that a lot of people did not see coming. Like, they were cutthroat, straight to the point. And see, guys, the problem with this method is that people didn't just like TikTok. No, they were addicted to TikTok. It's an addiction. And side note, it's actually very unfortunate for all of the content creators, because a lot of people could have lost a huge portion, if not their entire income. On top of that, just completely cutting off the bond between the creator and their audience within a split second is it's hurtful, man. But going back to my point, it's an addiction. And just like any other addiction, cutting it off cold turkey has its fair share of side effects, rather than just gradually easing your way off of it. Like in this case, they could have just taken it off the app store and stopped tending to it, so that the app just gets shittier and shittier as the days go on, and gradually makes the user stop using the app. See, that's what people thought that they were gonna do. But ooh, child, when I tell you, when you take cold turkey cutting off TikTok mixed with the decade of the crash outs, you can pretty much guess what happens next.
Oh my god! My life is falling apart. Taco Bell's closed too. TikTok is banned. What are we gonna do, guys? No, please, no.
So remember, you don't just change clothes for fun. Fucking loser. Anyways, you remember how I said, and for no reason. For no damn reason. Yeah, so let's unpack that. So after it was banned and everybody went fucking ballistic, fast forward 12 hours later and
If you can't do the time, don't do the crime. Okay, time's up.
I'm the fucking bad guy. That's gonna be the last time you see a bad guy like me.
And this is the part where I say we just really had to sit and reflect and just really do some shadow work, okay? And maybe even contact a therapist. And which is why this video is sponsored by BetterHelp. You see how that was just the perfect segue into that, bro? I'm just kidding. I ain't got no sponsors, bro. YouTube don't even pay me. Yet. Okay, let me manifest. And speaking of manifestations, did you know that if you press that subscribe button, all your manifestations will come true? I swear to you, try it. But anyways, overall, I feel like there is a very important message that we can gain from this. Like, though social media is a concept that's truly engraved into our society and changed the way that we view marketing, entertainment, and just digital exposure permanently. Like, come on, as of October 2024, 63.8% of the world has some form of social media. Like, do you know how big 63.8% is? Bigger than 63.7%, I'll tell you that. However, that doesn't stop the risk of the various social media platforms shutting down. I mean, this isn't the first time we've experienced this type of chaos. Well, to this extent, yeah, but this is our first rodeo. I mean, can we please acknowledge the OG that brought us here? And I still didn't forget them trying to take Instagram down a couple of years ago. Like, this is still a big risk, which is why I personally don't encourage content creators to put all of their eggs in one social media basket. Not saying that every TikToker needs to be a YouTuber or an Instagrammer or a mom meme Facebooker, but just like everything else in life, a plan B never hurt anybody. A way that your audience can easily funnel onto the next platform in case this happens again. Because at the end of the day, TikTok is just the distribution platform, and it's not the initial content that you make. The initial content that you make, it's all up here, baby. So the same way that you became big and was able to maintain that audience is the same energy you can apply in other places and become possibly even bigger than where you were before. So don't let TikTok define your entire existence of being a creator. Just more of the medium that you use to share your creativity. So chin up, pal. It's not over. It will never be over unless you let it be over. Because you are still that creator, been that creator, and will forever be that creator. Period. And now for the people who weren't creators and were just users, drink more water? Man, I think the craziest thing about it is that this is still an ongoing thing. Like, it's still up in the air and nobody has yet to take that shit down. And it could very much still be banned for good. So, will there be a part 2 to even more crash outs? Who knows? Stay tuned. Well, if you like this video, I want you to smash that like button and share it to someone that you know who crashed out over TikTok to let them know that they're not alone.
Game over.